Dad, when you really think about it, that is a huge psychological thing a lot of people go through with the father. The father, I believe, is one of the most important figures you can have in your life for a girl and for a man.
Yes, especially as for Africa, always also become, now when we are in Africa, to raise the kids in Australia is totally different. So in Africa, being taught, you as a man, there's nothing to do with your children. As long as you go to work, as long as you bring food on the table, that's it. So there's no put hands to your children. No. Just bring the food, have the roof over their head, bring the food there, and that's it. So now, we realize you have missing these put hands of your children. Now in Australia, it's hard to do that. You have to put food on the table, you have to put the roof, their head, and then you have to put your hands on your children.
But some don't. Some are having to do 9-to-5 jobs. People have to pay rent.
They do. In Australia, they do.
How? If you're going to work all the time?
Yes, all the times you come from work. So the system here.
Please make sure you take the time to like, share, and subscribe. They're going to help you. Episodes on.
You don't have choice.
Episodes on Spotify. We are exclusive to Spotify because we are getting that deal.
If you don't do it, it's your choice. Yes, it's your choice, but you don't have choice. Both people you are working, you could be put childcare, but at least even before you go to school, at least the parents have to be there, so, which is different like back home. So now, that losing that hands on our children, it's just in the mind. Here, even if you do 9 to 5, you have to come at least weekend, take them soccer, take them to do something, do activity with them. So always your hands is there to do with them. But it's how the society is, the culture, all those things together. But again, when they grow now, it's learn also to have a family, how to communicate with kids. It's learning a lesson. Not it doesn't come like the way automatically because it's your kids. So that is why me I can do with you, but it's harder to do with Emmanuel because his mind is a different way. So you have to teach each other. We have to communicate to be doing this way, to sit there, to do things there. It's some things we talk. So I learn how to do this. See, you learn to look after your kids, and then you negotiate which is good, and because each mind is different. But if you don't learn, you can't get something like that. And you have to learn from other people. That's why we learn by experience. You see what other people do, and you try to copy them. That means learning. When I say learning is not going to go back to school, is to see what other people do, and then you try to fit in to do it the way you can do it. It's come through where? Your mind, your God. The white bring that national pride for themselves.
Africans are having national pride
for other countries. We lose national pride for our continent because we have been divided. I remember when we used to be young, kids like soccer, always in Rwanda because we were more French. We used to watch only French league. English in Kenya used to English Premier League. Because they are colonized by
the English.
By English. America, they are very smart. When they bring to your country, they tell you how you got to be fighting for their country, how you got to be patriotic to fight for their country.
And more of nationalism. This is America, so that's why you see the Proud Boys, groups like that emerging.
Military employment. You mean nothing to say, oh, American, you go to fight. That is what they recruit you. You go to fight and then you go to die.
I remember bringing that up to you and I said, you know what, Dad, I think you should start your own YouTube channel. I had the image of it. I was like, there's so many people who are coming for my dad. He's also like when I see Reverend IK.
I've been telling you since you were young. You inspire me. The way you do your work, the way you are consistent to do something there is inspiration. People don't think a young man like you, your son can spoil you. You did. To tell me to do this, to tell me to talk, tell me to go to camera. That created me a huge confidence.
Again, you remember also the wedding, always you spend. So the cost is not about issues. So now the divorce is not bad. So what is bad is to live in life in hell. See, to live in life unhappily. See, like especially as for African, our relatives been living in hell because they are scared to divorce. They have been living in a bad relationship because the church have told them, no, it had to be end of the day. Why do you need to live in hell because somebody else say? So what I'm trying to bring to people, guys, look, people told you this. Let's look back. We are growing up. Let's see if what these people have said is right, or let's think about it. That's what I'm bringing to people. We are not arguing. Let's see what these people, they have been told us, which is relevant even the times we were here. And now you look in Western countries, now divorce is much easier because they experience that. They experience that unhappiness.
And it's at a much higher rate.
Yes, it's a higher rate because they know to live good life. They choose to live in hell marriage or to divorce, and then everybody goes his own, and then you go on different way. I think that is the best way.
It's true. Like even maybe some women cope with abuse, or people mental trauma, emotional traumas, but because, like you say, and it's not even like you said. Okay, it's the church, and you see, most people are followers. But another thing is, a lot of people are not critical thinkers. And in terms of, you go on social media and a happy relationship is people smiling, I've been together however many years, and you see that, and then you start to compare yourself to that. Or you compare yourself to your neighbor or to your friends who, we've been married for 50 years. But you don't even know in that 50 years they're going through hell. You don't know that. They could be have peace or they could have better.
Yes.
Like you said, it could be fine. Whatever the case is, you don't know. But instead of, I just think it's about critical thinking and say, wait a minute, what defines a good relationship? You know what I mean?
Yes. So that's why. So you and you remember, always I say it's love. Always start with love, but sometimes love ends. I don't know why the love ends. We don't know how the thing changed, because always people start with love. That we get married, that we go into relationship. As even I said before, sometimes when the marriages happen, every person has his own mind why they are going into that marriage. No one knows.
You need to have approval from your mother to have a relationship with your girlfriend.
No.
Some people need those approval. You don't need anyone to approve your relationship. It's you and who knows the future, how you go to go. You don't need to discuss anything now. Yes, you don't need to be affected by anything somebody's believe about your relationship. You don't need to defend your relationship to anyone. You don't even need to discuss the relationship with anyone, because that is outside that. Your relationship is your relationship. So you got to learn how to keep it with your relationship, with your girlfriend and the boyfriend. You accept other people believe. Maybe your mother loves you. Her belief, her mind tell her, this is not good for her. But she doesn't. It's her belief.
From sex.
From sex.
But then why should someone go and, if they go and do that outside of their relationship, even if it's so powerful?
Yes, because it's nature. So the relationship was created by who? By a man who say, look, this is how to be. This is how to be. It's a man restriction he put on the society.
Wait, how is it a man's restriction?
Yes, because before he never had that. Before people never get married in the church. All those things were put in there. There's a people who live better, which this thing was not there. There's people who live, who have kids, the people are coming from we come from the people who has many women, many children. Every human being you see on the street, they live on this day. But now the society is teaching us, if we do this, it's going to be the best only way. That is why it keep not happening. because the nature always keep doing what you've been doing.
So yeah, that's why you're saying it keeps happening.
Yes, it keeps happening because many countries stick the nature. Yes, you can build it, you can build a society, you can make it the way you want to feel it there, but this nature, it keep pushing because the energy is from where? It starts from the mind. So now to get a visa, it's okay, it's God. So wow, it's a gift, it's a dream. See, there is no a white person who think to get a visa in Africa is a dream. The white become a different belief, but they're not enemy. As a different belief, it's a war.
No, like, do you know how powerful it is when I walk with my African name? Can you imagine your name is French, your name is English, and you take pride in that?
Yes,
That-
but they
that's
couldn't
crazy.
understand it. They start comparing the fashion, they start comparing the development.
They even said, "Oh, you have a passport. Why are you getting mad at the people who
and
gave
then,
you a passport?"
Yes, you see, and then they had to say, you remember, the land is for God. The country was created by men. See, and that is why I understand it. We have to keep preaching. We have to keep teaching people. So they think we're against anything. No, we're not against it. We are bringing pride to ourselves. Yes, your name, African name, it's what it is. It's our identity. Identity crisis in African children is the cause of all problem in our community. Our kids, they've been in trouble because that thing. African children, especially in Australia, our kids, they have those kind of problem because every child who go to jail as African, if Christians, you end up become a Muslim. Because those type of, we go back colonial times, slavery times, it still go back there. We become slave to go in the crime for the other community or vice versa. Our children do wrong things because they have been recruited in various crimes because of they know this African, they don't have anything believed to themselves. You know, you are Christian, you should become Muslim. And also a Christian who see a Muslim as African say, no, you should become thinking there. This is how become the puppet of these two things there.
And they don't realize.
How can we changing it?
And they don't realize.
Can realize it. Yes.
What they don't realize is religion is man-made. Religion is man-made.
Yeah, yes,
It's
through
man-made.
their culture.
Yeah.
So you remember, when you see a mosque means that Muslim culture, Arab culture. That's what you see straight away. You don't go to see a black person in a mosque first. No. And you see a church. What do you go to see in the church? A white man first. You're not going to see a black man in the church. No, it doesn't work that way because they're created with that how it is. And now, you have to believe it, that's how it is. Go in the temple. Temple is for Buddhists, for their culture, that's how it is there, Asian there. But as African, indigenous, what we have is only nature. Nature is what represents our culture.
The land.
Yeah, the land. Because we never build anything there. But that is what is presenting us. That is where we become God.
But stop with black on black.
What are gangs doing? They enslaved the community. Every black person have had some type of oppressed, killing, murdered, been bullied by the Crips or the Bloods.
They believe they have learned some for Christianity from Islam. Have told them it's okay, you can kill because you're protecting your belief.
And it will never stop. It's a part of life.
Life is a transaction. When you lose somebody, you cry. But to the funeral director, you are client.
What are some characters that stood out to you about him?
He was passionate about his business. He learned from himself. He did by himself. Consistency was there and the hard working. And he took that, he never deviated. There was nothing else he was thinking.
Self-made millionaire. Oh, what a feeling.
Because you ask somebody, this name is Monica. What does Monica mean? No, I don't know. These Christian names. And then ask them, why do you have that name? I don't know, my parents gave it to me. When they wanted to give us these names,
They knew the power in what they were doing.
it was interfering because they know the culture was powerful. Because there is no other way before colonialism. They don't know how to name their children. Those churches, those pastors, those missionaries, those are the ones who are false prophets. But they teach people, the false prophet will go to come to teach you. But they are the ones who are false prophets. They came to Africa to distract us, to teach us God is in heaven. But now I learned from somebody, say, who tell me, okay, God is not away from me. God live with you. Those are the things we learn. But they have been taught one thing only. Most Christianity, they don't want to hear anything because they know the power of that. And the church did it on purpose. They bring the fear in it. Don't listen to anything else. There's got to become false prophet. Don't listen to them. They knew this the right people.
Dad, we're looking fine and sharp as usual. So thank you for taking your time to come and sit down.
Can I do your part? Yeah.
So welcome to the Rubasha Family Podcast. And again, when you walked in the building, you were different, man.
Yeah, that is how I learned something called perception. So the way you change is the way you look, the way you carry yourself. It means a lot of things. Yeah, it means people read you, people read your book, the confidence you enter the room. It changes. It welcomes you. You smile. You talk to people. So and that's how we should live. We should live with that confidence. We should live with that flow, going a place without fear or anything, without any worries about what you do, what you're going to do. It welcomes you. And the way people welcomes you is the way you carry yourself.
So you talk about when you walk into a building, having that confidence. You've always dressed very stylish, but before you never had the confidence. So what was that like?
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.